Hello my friends, and welcome to March's Flower of the Month embellishment, the daffodil. If you missed last month's, it was the violet for February, and I will link the video down below. If you missed that, then you missed that I made canvas prints of this original, which I'm painting on, so I don't have to keep pouring the same background over and over again. So that's that. So the flower of the month, as I said, is the daffodil, and I played around. This is kind of what I'm going for, although I think I'm just going to do one large daffodil on here because I'm having trouble with them. Daffodils are difficult to paint, I'm finding. I've practiced a lot to even get to this, but part of it is the color yellow can be difficult to work with. And I'm trying to keep my paintings for this series very impressionistic. And I'm not used to painting like that, so it is a challenge. I have painted daffodils once before in colored pencil, and here you can see this. It happens to be available on my website if you're interested, but I'm trying to do them even more abstractly, just to keep it simple. But I still want them recognizable as a daffodil. So typically, I mean, when we think of daffodil, I think we think of just the bright yellow, but I think just to make it more interesting, I'm going to make it like some more unusual ones are where the petals are white, and this, what do I call it, trumpet part is more orangey yellow. So anyway, that's my plan. And because it's abstract, doesn't really matter what I come up with. So first of all, I'm going to start with some green leafy things to give me some direction, something to build on. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm going to zoom in, but let me first show you my palette. I've got more paint here than I need, but the colors are white, cad yellow light, cad yellow medium, cad yellow deep, orange, cad red light, yellow ochre, black, and ultramarine blue. I am working in acrylics, although I prefer oils, and maybe for one of the future flowers I'll use oils just to mix things up. The blending is so much easier with oils. So let me zoom in. And oops, there we go. Stop shaking. And I hope you can see the palette. I'll try to explain what I'm doing. This is more the focus. So okay, let's mix some greens. I like to, instead of using blue and yellow, which makes a lovely green, but I like to use black and yellow. Makes a more natural looking green. So I think I'll use the cad yellow deep. Put that down here and add a little black to it. That's quite dark, so I'm gonna add a little more yellow. You're gonna brush mix everything. And now dip into the white and make a lighter value. So I've got 3 values here, and maybe I'll add a little blue just to change it up a little bit. Okay. Is that in the camera frame? No, that whole thing I did, you can't see any of it. I've mixed 3 values of green down here. So I'm basically got it loaded into the medium tone, and I'm just going to make some vertical leafy things, shapes. And that kind of crisscross. I'm going to go into the lighter green. Make this one cross over that. and just playing in all three values. Let's see, I think I want my flower to kind of go this way. I mean, daffodils seem to, you know, they all seem to curve on the stem. Maybe I'll make this my stem. So the flower kind of hangs there. So this is where my flower will go, I think. All right, let's just use up the paint on my brush. I'm going to dry this off real quick with my hair dryer before I move on. Let's see, black. Two coats should do. See how that covered up what lies underneath? I'm using a nice flat brush. Okay, I'm going to go into the more yellow and a little bit of white to make my lightest color. We'll crisscross across this one. Yeah, maybe this. So by mixing with using what called a dirty brush, I'm not cleaning it in the water between strokes. I'm getting several values of green in each leaf, each stem, which is fun and easy and interesting. Okay, time for the dry. When I painted the violets, I sprayed this canvas print with a matte spray, but I forgot this time and it seems to be adhering just fine, so that's good to know. I bought these canvases at canvasdiscount.com, and I think they were less than $4 for this size, 8x8. So that's good to know. If I want to embellish something use the same background a couple of times, this is kind of a way to go. All right. I think I'm going to kind of base coat the flower shape in all white, because white is opaque. The yellows would be very transparent. It would take many, many coats to have them show up on here. So let me just go into my white, which has a little green in it, which is fine because I don't want white. I mean, for the base coat, it doesn't matter. But so let me just kind of figure out. Daffodil has 6 lower petals. There's kind of like 3 and then 3 that overlap them, staggered, and then the trumpety thing. So let's just start. And the petals are kind of very round. I mean, there's a lot of varieties of daffodils. And I'm not an expert at flowers or at flower painting by any means, so don't expect this to be perfect or to me to know much about them. That's 3. Let's see, I need 3 more. 4. 5. And 6. And I may not even, I'm not even going to see that 6th one because I think my trumpet thing is going to go over that. Should I make it even bigger? Let's do that. Let's make them bigger. I'm not going to bother with the 6th because my trumpet is going to go that way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and figure out my trumpety thing. Ugh, I don't like that. That's way too big. Maybe I need to make those petals even larger. Oh my gosh, okay. Stick one over here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit it with the hairdryer. Okay, I don't want these petals white. I want them a warm white. So I'm gonna add some yellows to that, kind of yellow green. Go into the yellow deep, maybe a mixture of the yellow deep and the yellow medium. And I'm gonna kind of again, I'm trying to be free and easy. And the further back you hold your brush on the handle, the more relaxed and free your painting will look, hopefully. Use the, I'm going to go a little bit in the orange, yellow, and a bit of orange for this part. Orangey the cad red for the center, kind of slap that paint in there. Okay, I'm wiping my brush off, but I'm probably not going to wash it too much. Let's go into the yellow and the light yellow, medium and light. You can hardly tell the difference, maybe just the light. This is so different than I'm used to painting, I'll tell you. it's harder for me to paint this way. It looks bad. It's going to go through an ugly stage, and I'm aware of that. You can hear my washing machine's going, sorry. It's on the room opposite my little studio here. I'm going to add a little green to that as well. Just to kind of in this area here. And probably in here. All right. And let that dry. I'm going to show you something. This is something I painted in oils back in 2016. This is how I really like to paint. Very detailed and intentionally. So this is what I really prefer. So it's very hard for me to paint like this. Just want to throw that out there because I don't claim to be an expert at this by any stretch. But I want to be able to paint loosely. All right, now I'm gonna start lightening up my petals. So I've mixed, I've got some white on my brush and then into the cad yellow light. I have a tendency, because I'm an oil painter, to blend too much. So I've got to be more intentional about just laying the paint down and let it be. It's too white. Can't go too white too soon because you have no place to go. You got to work your way up to the white. I don't have a big plan for this. I'm just playing along, playing around here. So I can't really explain what I'm doing because I don't know. Let's see, I think I need some shading. That's good. me set that brush aside and grab maybe a small filbert brush. You know, the rounded tipped brush, I like those. I'm going to go into the, load up my brush in white. I don't know if you can see the white on the, no. Load it up in white, and then maybe this yellow medium. Kind of give a ruffly look to the edge here. Just kind of dabbing on dabs of color. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Holding the paintbrush way back to stay loose. Okay. Time to dry. Hair dryer is your friend when you're painting like this. Okay, now let's see. I think I will move on to some lighter values on those petals. So into the white, and a bit of yellow. Really going to try to not blend, just lay the color down. Oh, I like that color. That's nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, I need some green. Do I need some of these kind of things? I don't know, let's see. It's not working. Well, because my I don't know if I like that. And I keep doing it. I don't like that. But I do need to dab some dark in here, I think. What if I tone that down with some... I'm not totally, oops, opposed to it. Here we go with the blending. I didn't want to do that. Okay, more white and medium yellow. I don't know if this is worthwhile for you. Some of you say you like to watch me paint, whether... So, I'm just playing, my friends. Let's add a little cad red in there. All right, now I'm gonna dry and lighten those outer petals. Okay, into the white. A little bit of yellow, back to the white. Oh yeah, let's see. All right, a little more what do you call it? Ruffly bit about here. More yellow, not so much white. I don't know. I think it's more interesting than my paper piece, but I guess it's not bad. Oh, wait, I'm gonna show you like this. I think it's recognizable as a daffodil. On my paper one, I put a little water drop. It doesn't really make sense on a on an abstract piece, but would you like to see a water drop? Let me do one for you. I'll put it right here, or maybe I'll put it on the flower. I do have a video on how to paint water drops, but I'll quickly do one here for you. Basically, your water drop is started with a darker value of whatever the color it's resting on is. So since this is a light yellow, I'm going to go with a medium yellow. It's not black. Please don't make your water drops in black. I'll just make a real big one. Why not? So I'm making a circle with a liner brush in that medium yellow. Maybe I'll go dark here, dark or yellow deep. I'll switch to my filbert brush. Then you shade. Let me take a little orange, because they're reflective of all the colors. And you shade underneath. You know, I've got this all screwed up. If the light is coming from, I mean, obviously the light is hitting it here. I should have done that light and that dark. Oh well. So now, to make my water drop make sense, I have to say the light is coming from here. So my shadow is going to go on this side. So I'm going to shade around the water drop with a value a little darker than what it's resting on. I'm going to shade inside, opposite the shadow, a little bit. Then I'm going to shade inside the water drop with a lighter value. So that would be very, very light. It is yellow, but a lot of white. Shade inside there. Try to leave some of the what it lays on visible. My gosh, my friends, I should not have tried this water drop. It doesn't look very good. Let's see if I can't make it better. I'm going to deepen that shadow. Used to working like this when I do a water drop. I'm just going to turn it around. I think that's what's throwing me off, trying to... I said quickly and I'm messing with it. But okay, now I'm about ready to, I am ready to add the Life Light. So that's a straight white on my brush, and I'm just adding a glob of white there. Maybe a little bit over here too. I don't know that really works. I think I'm so put off by the abstractness of this that it just looks wrong. Oh well. Oh well, my friends. If you want to see how to do a good water drop, watch this video. Okay. That's my attempt at an abstract daffodil, and I hope you'll return for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye now.